Welcome to Valerie's Real Talk Podcast. My name is Valerie Smith and I'm your host. Today is the last episode for the Lion's Roar. Embracing your Lion's Roar in the March season. We are living in a time where a lot of people are dimming their lights. And in this episode, I'm going to talk about how not to have filters around people who are not comfortable around you and to shine your light bright. The reason why this is very important because the world needs your gift. The world needs to see you. We don't know who's going to have that change moment when they hear your voice, hear your testimony, hearing the gifts that God has given you. And many times when we show those gifts, there are some people out there that don't like to see your light shine. Many folks are going to try to diminish you, tear you down, say bad things about you, but you have to be strong and powerful to know that I have a light from within. A light. L-I-G-H-T. A light from within. You have to continue growing. You have to continue learning, inspiring, and bringing impact to the world. Even at your workplace or organization that you belong to, many people know your name in different rooms. Many rooms are talking about you. But those naysayers don't like it. They're wondering why is everybody gravitating to you, but they don't realize what impact you bring to people's lives. Many people are lazy today. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to be the builders. They see that you're a builder, you're a connector, you're a person of impact, you're a person of inspiration. They are not. They are the people who tear folks down and make them feel less than so they can shine. But what they don't realize, they have a light that shines on the inside. Stop being envious of the person who found their purpose, of the person who has a light that shines, of a person that brings impact and inspiration to others. If people will stop with the jealousy and do some soul searching, and to wonder, why am I this way? All you got to do is track it back. It could be for your childhood. It could be somebody that's constantly putting you down and you internalize that you are less than what that person had told you. And now you got to get away from that dark place and find your light so you can shine bright, so you can grow as an individual and not put people down. Because you're jealous. And we have to say it, people. People envy other people because they have not found their light. People tear other people down because they have not found that roar on the inside. If you are creating these filters, it's time to get away. It's time to break away. It's time to shine your light, people. It's time to be that powerful person. And when you're powerful, it doesn't mean that you go out and say your title. I'm talking about, I want you to lead with the human heart. You can have all the titles in the world, but if you don't connect with the human heart, with empathy, with resilience, it doesn't make you anything with the title. You have to shine your light bright by being a person of inspiration and impact in other people's lives. Therefore, they will find their light too. But if your light has not shined bright and you're in a dark place, you're going to be seen as that person of darkness. You lack understanding because you're trying to find fault in the person that has skill, the person who has knowledge, because they are builders. When you're a builder, you're learning. It's called lifelong learning. If you're trying to find your light from within, you got to be the builder. You have to be the learner. You have to be not just a learner, but you got to apply what you learn. If you're not applying what you learn, you will never see your light. You're always going to be jealous of the other person who is applying what they learn. Get out of your own way and shine your light. Get away from the filters. Shine your light. Be powerful. Be bold. That's what it means to have the lion's roar. You have to embrace your power. You cannot worry about the naysayers. You cannot be worrying about the people who are looking down on you and trying to pick at you. I've been there. Trust me. Been there, done that. Is it irritating? Yes, it is, people. But however, you have people who support you. They will listen to you and they will give you guidance. Now, when they give you the guidance, do you do something with it? We are not perfect beings. Just because my light shines doesn't mean I don't have problems. Doesn't mean I don't go to the people that support me to be their ear to hear me. Because you cannot internalize this stuff. If it's trying to eat at you, you need to talk it out. Talk it out with yourself. If you can't, reach out to a family member. Reach out to a friend. Somebody that's dear to you that could be a mentor to you to get through these things. Because you have a light that shines, that's bright. That's why people are coming at you. But you got to continue. You got to continue that lion's roar. You got to continue letting your light shine bright. Don't dim your light because people are not comfortable with you. Let's see what John C. Maxwell said. He said, everything rises and falls on leadership. And so if you're that person that is showing leadership, if you're that person who's showing your power and you're influencing people, you're taking people where you've been, that is beautiful. That is pure beauty. Because why? You are passionate about growing others. You're not that person with filters. You're that person who shines your light bright and you want people to come along with you and not diminish them. You're not about your title. You're not about hurting people. You're about connecting with people, bringing them up from the darkness and not trying to prey on them. Bring people up. When you are a builder, a creator, and a person with light, and you don't care about what people think, people want to be around those people. So when people ask you why they like you, you tell them because I bring impact to their lives. Because I bring the light out of them. Because they have a voice, and I give them that voice. I don't take away from them. People who take away from them have not found their light. So I have a 2-part homework assignment, and you can pick one or the two, which one that fits you. The first assignment is for the one that's still in darkness. I want you to ask yourself, how did you get there? And if you don't know, you need to sit in silence for about 30 minutes, listen to some music, clear your mind. It could be meditation music, or you could just sit in silence for 30 minutes in silence until your mind is clear. And then the answers are going to come to you on what was life as a child, as a teenager, in your 20s, wherever you are in your life. Find out where that negativity came from. And I want you to do some soul searching. And I want you to start learning new things. I want you to find your gifts. I want you to be that builder. And then once you find your purpose, your light is going to shine bright. And I want you to go into rooms that you never went into. I want you to command that room. And I want you to lift people up and not deteriorate them. The second assignment is for those who have a light. Those who have a light that shines bright and people are trying to tear you down, I want you to think about a time when that happened. Did you stop shining your light and you dimmed your light? Or did you keep going regardless what they said? And how can you help the next person shine their light? Because there's a lot of people in darkness, but they don't understand it because they haven't shined their light. They dim their light for some reason. But we as a people that has a light that shines bright, we have an assignment to help those who cannot help themselves. When people are deteriorating other people, we have to ask them, why do you do what you do? Why are you trying to tear me down? And if they want to grow, you can help them. If they don't want to grow, leave them where they are. They are not ready. You can be a person of influence. You can be a person of impact. But you can't change a person until they're ready to change themselves. Many people are up in age and still in darkness and refuse to change. You cannot save everybody. You cannot. Continue embracing your roar. Continue living life without filters. And continue to shine your light. I want to say thank you for joining Valerie's Real Talk podcast. And you have a beautiful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And keep shining that light. And I'll see you next week for episode 79.